Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm about to get up out of here. I'm going to talk to y'all real quick. I seen some of the Smack Volume battles. I didn't see Arsenal and Loso. I think a Kid Chaos and Chill Jones. I didn't get a chance to see that yet. I just haven't had time to see it. But, shout out to them. I end up watching those battles. I seen JC versus Serius Jones. I do want to say shout out to JC, shout out to Serius Jones. To be real with y'all, I'm looking at this battle a little bit different than how a lot of people are saying. I know there's a lot of hype behind it, a lot of people talking about it. Oh, JC, you got smoked by Serius. That's not what I seen, bro. I'm just gonna be real. That's not what I seen. First of all, shout out to Serius Jones. I think you did an amazing job, bro. With all that pressure, like battling somebody like JC, the coach, like you're not a fan favorite, bro. Let's keep it real. You're not a fan favorite. You just had a situation. You got into a car accident. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, and you were able to go and do the battle. But this is what I don't understand. He talking about his back was broke. Like, he ain't say his back was broke. He's like, he's got like 4 broken vertebrae and all that, bro. And you on stage battling like that. Like, I can't even tell, bro. Shout out to you. I say this, bro. I think JC, you might have lost that battle, bro. You might have lost that battle. I had JC losing the second clearly. It looks like he choked in the second. The first round is low-key debatable. Some people want to hate, but I think the first round is low-key debatable. You know what I mean? The only thing, I think Serius might have got the first, bruh. He might have got the first, bruh. It's debatable. He might have got the first, but Serius Jones got the third. So I got Serius Jones 2-1, if not 3-0, bruh. He just showing, it's like clear levels, you know what I mean, of writing. Somebody said, dude being held up all weekend. But some people, I think when the battle drops on the app, I think a lot of people may have these rounds like a lot closer. You know what I'm saying? Because I think you can, like, if you're a huge JC fan, you may be able to argue. You may be able to argue the first and the third. You know what I'm saying? You can't argue that second. He ended up choking in the second. You can't argue that second. So I got Serius Jones winning that. I wouldn't say clearly, but I got him winning that. It's just crazy, bro. It's it's crazy. First, it's debatable. It's crazy that JC's been sitting down for a while, and we're waiting for him to come back. In his return battle, he could have lost that battle. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have came back versus Surf. It's about anybody you would have wanted, bro. And you came back versus Serius Jones, which people are questioning, like, why are you coming back with a battle like that? And this is no disrespect to Serius Jones. It's kind of like, yo, you've been asking for Surf. This is the perfect time for you to come back, bro. You know what I mean? And battle somebody like him. I don't know if it was like contract situations where they had to renegotiate and he was already locked into a contract. It could have been all kind of wild things as to why that battle didn't happen. I would have preferred you to come back to battle Surf. But I'm going to be real. With a performance like that, you're not beating Surf, bro. You're not going to beat Surf, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not like that. You're not going to beat Surf. But, it is what it is. B-Dot versus Av. I don't know what y'all talking about. I was talking to First Lady Flame. Shout out to her last night. She was on the IG last night. I was talking to her last night. And she said Av 130. You know what I'm saying? Over B-Dot. That's not what I seen, bro. That's not what I seen, bro. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. B-Dot was smoking Av, bro. He was smoking Av, bro. The first round, he was punching Av's head off, bro. Like, and he's talking about, like, he's breaking down Av's style. Like you too old to be talking about, you like Ice Age. You too old to be talking about these gun bars, bro. You know what I'm saying? You over 40 acting under 30. That's an improper fact. Like, he's talking crazy to this dude, bro. Crazy to this dude, bro. And then Av, he had an all right run. I'm sorry, man. These movie references is not going to beat somebody like B-Dot, bro. It's not. It's not, bro. It's not going to beat B-Dot, bro. No way. It ain't going to beat B-Dot, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I gave B-Dot the first round. I thought it was kind of clear. I thought Av did some work. I thought it was clear, bro. In the second round, bro, Rock, you gonna have to battle B-Dot, bro, because he kind of talking crazy to Av, bro. He kind of talking crazy to Av. This is what B-Dot said to Av, bro. He's breaking down how he click hops. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you done left the cave. Then now you joining with EFB. You always gonna be underseas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do anything just to get a little bit of buzz, even click hot. Man, he talking crazy. He talking crazy to you, Av. He talking crazy. I knew he was going. Hold on. Let me go on this laptop, bro. If y'all want to see some of the lines and everything, man, I got a lot of. I didn't, on Twitter I didn't post it a lot. I ain't gonna even lie to that. Hold on. I done posted a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. This is what he said to you, bro. Hold on. Let me. I got this MacBook Pro. It's slow, bro. They talking about it's fast. This thing's slow. Hold on real quick. He talking crazy. URL ain't going. He said you a 5th year senior hanging out with the freshman. He talking crazy. What else he say to you, Ab? What did he say? He said, we didn't even know your career was resurrected until you left the cave and pushed rock aside. Gee, come on, bro. You hear what he just said? He said, we didn't even know your career was resurrected until you left the cave and pushed rock to the side because Jesus, when he was... Come on, bro. What is y'all talk? This is not close. What is y'all talking about? This is not close. The only thing I didn't like about... I don't really have many criticisms about B-Dot other than like his third. I didn't like the angle. He's talking about Av being fat, getting COVID. You know what I'm saying? And, you going to end up getting a shot. And these are the same people that, manufacture the food. Like, I like what he was saying. I just didn't like the angle. But he might have 30'd Av. What y'all talking? This dude probably 30'd Av, bro. This might have been a 30, bro. First and second clear. I don't know what y'all talking about. First and second clear. The second round, Av was like, I think B-Dot's first round was so powerful to that dude, bro. Like his second round, he was just like stumbling. Like he stumbled and then he'll bring it back. And it'll seem like he had a long round, but he was just like bringing it back, bro. He got 30, bro. He got 30. Was it bad? I ain't gonna say it was bad, but he got 30, bro. He got 30. That's second, bro. He sent your soul, bro. He sent your soul, Av. He sent your soul. Then he talking about like, yo, like Smack, you paved the way for him, like the Av, like Smack, you done paved the way for him and built him up just to see him standing, built him up brick by brick just to see him standing over there, like with another, like he was just talking crazy to this dude, bro. Y'all crazy. Y'all Av fans. cannot make an argument. And I don't understand it because it's like Av called out Surf. JC called out Surf. None of y'all can beat Surf right now. None of y'all can beat Surf. I'm just keeping it real. None of y'all can beat Surf, bro. None of y'all can beat Surf right now. Y'all talking crazy. Y'all can't beat him. If y'all came with those performances, bro, y'all get smoked, bro. Surf would smoke y'all, bro. He would smoke y'all, bro. I'm not saying B-Dot. I ain't see B-Dot call out Surf. I ain't talking about B-Dot. B-Dot's another animal. He another animal, but Av ain't beating Surf, bro. You said I'm what, bro? What Surf did with John, you think any one of them can beat that? You crazy, bro. You're crazy. You're bugging. You know what I'm saying? But B-Dot, that's a special kind of smoke, bro. That is a special kind of smoke, bro. Do not call that dude out unless you know what you're going to do, bro. Av, I think you ran into that back. I don't know. He probably got set up, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. He probably got set up. But he broke Av down so masterfully in that second, bro. This is crazy. Let me get off this battle. Verb versus Head Eye. What I got, COVID or something? I'm coughing. I'm coughing for 2 weeks. But what was his name? Verb versus Head Ice. What is y'all talking about? Verb was talking to Ice. Wait a minute. Shout out to Ice. Verb was talking. I like how Verb was talking, bro. I liked Ice first round a little bit. I like his first round. Only thing with Ice, And this ain't to diss him, Ice. I'm just saying, this ain't like diss. I just don't understand what you be saying, bro. And it might just be like super gangster. I'm not like a super gang. I'm just a blogger. I don't get it, bro. I just don't be getting what he be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to run it back a couple, because Ice, this is what Ice would do. He'd be like, I'm outside. I went down the street, Ginobili. I came back. I'm eating a bowl of rice. NBA. You'd be like, what? Like, Ice, what is you saying, bro? He had this one scheme, like, in one of the scheme, he was, man, let me just stop, bro. Shout out to Ice. Ice dope. I just don't get it. He be like, and then I went down the street and called my homeboy, and then he told me he was a murderer. He murdered a bunch of people, and I was trying to calm my homeboy down. We went down the street. He bought a wave cap, and then with the wave cap, we went down the street, Ginobili. And then he'll be like, what you talking about, Ice? What you talking about? I be Googling that this wave cap means Ginobili. This wave cap means Ginobili. Ice be having me Googling, bruh. I'm like, what is he saying? This ain't clowning. I don't get it, man. I ain't a super thug. I ain't super thug. I don't get it. The Verb clearly, he walked through that battle, bruh. All 3 rounds he walked through that battle, bruh. All 3 rounds. All 3. Yo, and somebody said, I think it was Serius Jones. This is go back to Serius Jones. He said something to JC that was cold-blooded. He was like, you're around wolves, we only hear in high def. Like, what he said, it was fire, bro. Was fire. You know what I'm saying? But going back to Verb and Ice, shout out to Verb, bro. I like how you rap, bro. I like how you rap. I don't care what they say. This style, I like that. The only thing is, like, if Verb can rap like this longer, you know what I'm saying, for a longer period of time, and you start putting them up against, like, Easy and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, it might be a good battle. But he's just got to rap a little bit longer. But I like how Verb was rapping, bro. Y'all bugging. I like how he was rapping. Y'all talking about, oh, he the lyrical man. Man, I like how he was talking to Ice, bro. I like how he was talking to Ice. I just can't. I don't get it. Ice. Hit your boy up. Hit your boy up in the DM. Just let me know what you be saying, bro. Because I just don't. I walked down the street. I got on my motorcycle, got off, paid for gas, went down the street. My murderer down the street. And then we just got a tape from the old days in the 1992. Put it out. That's the old way. What? I just don't get it, Ice. I don't get it. Ice probably won. He probably won. I just don't understand. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I don't. And then I'm posting clips. I'm trying to figure it out. I just don't understand, bro. And then my dog is a dachshund. I went back with the pit bulls. He killed 3 niggas 3 years ago. And I went back here. I talked to his uncle. Gave him $3 for a Dutch. We smoked it. Verb, I'm the realist. What is you saying? I'm Googling Dutch. This is Mean Dog and the Dachshund. What is this? Wait a minute. Ice, you tricking me, bro. You tricking me. Probably one. I just don't understand. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Ice. You know what I'm saying? I seen the 3rd round. I got to watch it again. I seen the 3rd round of King Los and DNA. I got to watch the whole thing, bro. I ain't had that much time. I'm on Twitter. I'm screaming about other stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had that much time. Shout out to DNA. Shout out to King Los. Shout out to Kid Chaos Chiller. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying? I end up talking about those. Probably mixing in another blog or something like that. Loso and the Arsenal, I'll probably talk about those in another blog. DNA, King Los probably talk about it in another blog. We gonna do that. Shout out. Y'all deserve to get talked about. Shout out to y'all. But that's it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be hitting up Head Ice, PIPERBOY, cracking jokes. It's nothing like that. I just don't get it. I went to Best Buy. But Circuit City, they closed down. I got the 30. My boy killed 5 niggas downtown 6 years ago. I didn't tell him the nigga Cameron, pink shirt. What? Hey, Verb, you ain't with it. You don't know what I've been through in 3 years, nigga. Like, what did you say, Ice? What? Circuit City, nigga? Wow, man. Shout out to Ice. Shout out to Ice. Probably one. I don't get it. I got Verb 30. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. Beat out with the 30. How y'all calling out Surf and y'all can't beat Surf? How is y'all calling out Surf but y'all can't beat Surf? Wait a minute. Don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? But I'm out. Come rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace. Walk downtown with the 30. My home.